Maddie and Esther, who would have guessed their underage grandparents?
Hey, thanks for downloading today's bonus episode. It's usually Am I Overreacting?
It is.
Going to mix it up a little here.
Oh, this is a surprise.
It's very similar, though.
Okay.
Very similar. Am I the
Asshole.
asshole?
Asshole. Ole, 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 ole.
Generally, if you got to ask that question,
Oh, you are. You definitely are.
is there nothing worse than when you're telling a story to someone and you're like, and then they did this and then they did that, and you think, I'm going to get validation here, and they look at you like, I reckon you're the problem.
That's how you look at me every single time I tell you a story where I think you're going to be on my side.
That's not true.
I was going off yesterday
That's not true.
about something to you.
What were you going off about?
I was going off about the fact that someone wanted to have a meeting before a meeting.
Oh, no, that's ridiculous. I was on your side for that.
No, but I was like, am I just grumpy? And you're like,
No,
your face said,
no, I was on your side about that, but you were a little bit grumpy yesterday. You were just, I think
I
that
just needed to put a bit of estrogen cream on.
that would have been less annoying to you if you weren't on a grumpy day.
Okay.
What is that estrogen cream doing, by the way, that you're taking? I did see that. I thought about putting some on just to see what it would do to me.
I don't know what it would do to you. I need to research it a little bit more. But
Terrible science experiment for me, but sure. What does estrogen cream do?
it's a gel. It's HRT basically, so it's hormone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
So it's to level out the days where my estrogen levels drop right down, or if I'm having low
And
estrogen days.
how do you tell that?
I do it every day.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but I've actually skipped a couple, so I forget. And then I'll know because the brain fog comes back really bad.
Right, okay.
The brain fog and the sleeping that I'm trying to fix with the estrogen.
Yeah.
But also the moods to a degree.
Yeah, right.
Like, but
I don't think you're overly moody or anything.
No, but I can feel, yeah. But then I don't know because I have skipped a couple of days, but I've still been really teary. Like, and I don't know. I think I'm just a woman.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's, the hormones of a woman, I feel terrible for you.
Yeah.
Men could not handle it. We can't handle our emotions without that kind of
I
stuff.
try and get on top of it because it's just like something that I don't want to affect my life. I just want to be able to get on with it, get my job done, be a good mum, be a good wife.
But you do. You are.
Yeah.
You do all of that.
Thank you.
Question without judgment. Where do you put it?
Oh, you're thinking it's an intimate gel. No, it's on your arms.
Oh,
So you rub it from your shoulder.
I would have thought that you put it on like your cervix or something.
No, darling. No. I mean, you probably could, but it's not. No, it's not an internal product.
Right.
I think I think there's
So you put it on your-
heaps of different types of HRT. So I'm not going to pretend to know anything about any of them except for the one that I'm using that my doctor has prescribed me. You rub it from your shoulder down to your wrist. Like
Why
that.
your arm?
Arms, sorry. So little one pump and then both arms. I don't know. Something about the absorption?
What's it smell like?
Nothing.
Right.
Doesn't have a smell.
Interesting.
When I do it tonight, you can sniff me.
But that's not like pheromones, is it?
No.
No.
It's something else.
Right, okay.
I think pheromones is what you can smell from hormones. So.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but that's what gets you. That's what attracts you to people. Apparently, like that's the instinctual thing. Anyway, am I the asshole? My 5-year-old daughter had a dance recital on Saturday, and it had been scheduled for months. A few days before, my father told me his mother-in-law, the mother to his new wife, had passed away, and her funeral would be held the same day in another city. Sounds like he got himself a younger wife if the mother-in-law is still around. He wanted me and my family to attend, though attending would mean missing my daughter's recital. While I was sad to hear of her passing, I wasn't particularly close to her, and neither were my children. I explained that I had already committed to my daughter's recital and wouldn't be attending the funeral. My father and his wife felt I should still go on my own, saying my husband could take our daughter to the recital and that she was too young to remember me missing one performance in her life. They argued that the funeral only happens once and there would be plenty more dances to go along to. I chose my daughter, of course. Afterwards, my father called upset. He said his wife was heartbroken that we hadn't come to say goodbye and felt I had been dismissive of her family. He believes that I should have made the sacrifice and attended the funeral. I stand by my decision. I had made a commitment to my daughter and wanted to keep it. Am I the a-hole for choosing my daughter over the funeral?
No. Not even slightly.
Mm.
I think there's nothing like a funeral or a wedding to really bring out all the things in a family that are, possibly needing attention. So I don't think it actually has anything to do with the funeral. I think probably it's to do with the relationship between stepmom and her.
Well, she says that. I mean, here she's saying they get along well.
Yeah,
Doesn't
no,
sound like
I
there's
just
any
think,
bad blood.
No, you don't. You can never force someone to go to a funeral.
Is it even like if you don't want to go to a funeral, even if you are super close to them, should that even matter? Like,
No.
the person's died. Isn't the effort you put into someone before they pass away more important
100%.
than showing up to a funeral and crying over them being gone?
100%.
Because that achieves nothing then.
Yeah.
You're there with all the other people, I guess, supporting them. But for the person themselves, if you were kind to them and great to them when they were on earth.
Yeah, look, I am all for going to a funeral to support someone else, like not because you were close to the person, but just in a supportive role. I think that that's a really kind thing that you can do. But I don't think that expectation should ever be there because people do have lives. And I also know that Eden's dance concert is a big deal to her. If I missed that, that would break her little heart.
Yeah.
So I completely get it from her perspective. You've got a 5-year-old, you've invested all this like weeks and weeks of lessons and, rehearsals, and they're leading up to this big moment. It's a big moment in a kid's life. It's something they will remember. And not being there would probably mean more to your daughter than attending your mother-in-law's or your
stepmother-in-law's funeral?
Stepmother-in-law's funeral, yeah.
And I guess that's the thing. In that instance, someone's going to be upset and you got to pick who it is.
Totally.
And she chose her dad and her stepmom. Or new wife, as she puts it. She doesn't even call her stepmom. She says new wife.
Yeah, so
Because I guess if...
that woman sounds like she's an idiot.
Yeah.
Like you can't put that expectation on someone. You're out of touch if you think that a 5-year-old's dance recital is not important.
Maybe it might be different had she grown up, had the mum grown up with this lady as, say, her step-grandmother and they had a really close relationship, had invested a lot of time into her.
Yeah.
She probably would have wanted to be there because she's like, oh, she's my grandma.
Yeah.
But if it was just, we just know each other because my dad's shagging your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on your side with that. I don't think this lady should be worried at all.
No.
And to be fair...
if your dad's going to guilt you over that, it's
Yeah.
only because he's got someone nagging in his ear and maybe he needs to have a look at his relationships.
Yeah, but it is the funeral one's a funny one to be for people who are like, oh, they didn't even come. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know that matters, does
No.
it? Like
It's not an event that people want to be at. It's not something
No.
that people buy tickets for and they're like, yes, I really want to be at the
oh,
funeral.
thank God I've been invited.
Yeah, I
Woo!
really want to be at the funeral. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a hard thing. You shouldn't have any expectations on anyone around a funeral.
No.
You just shouldn't because everyone grieves differently, and everyone processes death differently. It's not something that, you can put expectations on people for. Unfortunately, it happens all the time. Families, this is make or break for families.
Do you know I found out the weirdest thing at my dad's funeral?
Wow.
That he smoked weed.
How's that weird?
Well, I thought he was I thought he was just
I reckon
so...
your mum probably did too. Back in the day.
No, but like before he died.
Oh, Well, he had cancer. Was it for part of his treatment?
No, it was never legal then. But
Oh, true.
so there I was having a beer with one of his workmates. We were just chatting about Dad, and he goes, "Yeah, we used to have a spliff up the back." I was like, "You what?" And he looked at me. He's like, "Yeah, we used to." They used to sneak up into the pool area like teenagers
At your house.
at the house I grew up in, and they would smoke weed up there. Now, Dad was probably smoking. It was in an immense amount of pain from cancer treatment for many years. And so they used to sneak up there like teenagers, and behind Mum's back they would smoke pot.
That
I was
doesn't
like,
shock me.
"That's
about
hilarious.
Maggie.
That's what I did when I was a teenager."
And don't think your dad wouldn't have known that too.
He wouldn't have. Maybe not.
It's probably one of yours.
No, I was well out of the house by then. God, I was 20 at that point. Anyway, they're funny thing. Funerals are just, yeah, they're a bizarre
Do
thing
you
in
remember
life.
everyone that was there?
No. At my dad's funeral? No. I like
Because it was a very big turnout at
Massive.
what tavern was it afterwards? I remember there was.
Urella Sports Club, I think it was from memory, or was it at the Leagues Club?
There was a lot of. Well, see, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like you can't really remember. You remember how you felt on the day. You remember.
Yeah. Oh, there was a lot of blokes from Dad's work, and he had a lot of friends. But yeah, you don't. I remember the family that was there, but no, I remember it being awful. And one of the hardest things I've ever done, having to deliver your dad's eulogy.
Yeah.
Which it's tough at any age, but I was just a kid. But it's weird. I think grief comes back on you every so often, but generally you do just learn to live with it as well at the same time. So, I say play on to this, lady. Play on. Hey, that's it for us in this bonus app, guys. If you have a dilemma that you would like us to discuss, hit us up. Underage Grandparents Podcast is our Instagram.
Send us your stories. We love it.
Yeah, the juicier the better.
Yeah.
We love other people's drama. Love it. Have a great one.
Bye-bye.